this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Joe and Reese's Pickle and Boot Shop. It is our 1 year anniversary today. I don't know what day this is going to go out, but today is the anniversary. In typical Pickle and Boot Shop fashion, if we would have planned a little better, we would have had this probably released today on the anniversary, but we didn't. Also, we probably would have planned a big show with lots of special guests and animations fireworks and sandwiches.
And finger sandwiches and actual size sandwiches.
Yes, all of that.
That giant
Knuckle
one
sandwiches.
you get from Walmart that like just tastes like lots of lettuce. It's got lots of lettuce. 6
it's like
feet
a lettuce
long.
sandwich. Yeah. All of that.
Like,
we would have done
that. 6 foot long. You know that old song?
Yeah, that old bit.
That old bit. You sing that while you eat it?
you know that old bit.
Mm-hmm.
So but we didn't do any of that. Instead, what we did was we planned to meet on Friday and record on Friday, April 1st at 9 a.m.
Uh-huh.
I woke up at 10:10 to a phone filled with texts and calls from you.
I'm sorry.
Seeing where I was.
I was worried about you.
Yeah. So then I woke up, set up my little portable studio, and took a dump, Metamucil dump. So it was awesome. It was awesome. Made a cup of coffee, which I got right here. And jumped on 20 minutes later. So 20 minutes ago, you guys, I was sleeping. And now
you're ready to tell jokes.
Now I'm coming at you with the comedy. So, right.
This is what makes us the number 9 comedy podcast in Finland. This is the kind of
in all of Kenya
of preparation that we have.
Preparation H.
Dude, I woke up at 7 because I had to go in my yard and dig a hole to bury a hamster.
Oh.
So we lost our good friend Brownie the other night. So I did have a great coffin for him, one of the ArcLight microphone boxes. And
some guy who hasn't got his microphone yet.
Yeah,
like, come on.
I'm like, dude, Brownie first. That's what my tattoo says. Brownie first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have I ever told you the story of my grandpa?
No.
So my grandpa was born, and his name was Reinhard Threlkeld. Reinhard Threlkeld, Hulk of a man. This was my great grandpa. My mother's grandfather.
Wow, that's like a super Viking name.
Yeah, Reinhard Threlkeld, Hulk of a man, like 6'6", big. You know, even as an old man, I remember what I remember of him. He died when I was in 3rd grade, but looking at him and just thinking like, that's a big dude, like cut. And he was like 80s.
Okay.
So Reinhard Threlkeld, they called him Rhino.
Oh my gosh.
Because of his stature, because of his size. So he was Rhino. And he hated that he got called Rhino. He couldn't stand it that was his nickname, being Reinhardt. Hated being called Rhino.
Man, that's a cool nickname.
So when he was in the war, and I don't know if it was the First World War or the Second World War that he was
probably
in.
all of them.
Yeah, probably back to the Revolutionary. So when he joined the military, again, Rhino got worse. So he thought, you know what? I'll show everybody. I'll change my name. And they won't be able to call me Rhino anymore. So my great-grandfather, because he got made fun of, because his name was Reinhardt, he legally changed his name to Brownie. That is the truth. In the military, he had a friend named Red. He had a friend named Whitey. and he legally changed his name to Brownie.
All right.
Because Reinhardt you could make fun of too much.
But not Brownie.
So he legally changed his name to Brownie Threlkeld. Yep.
That's incredible, dude.
So him and the hamster share
Brownie.
the name Brownie, and your tattoo fits with your hamster and with my grandfather.
Yeah.
So with your tattoo that says "I love you always, Brownie."
Yeah.
that my great grandpa's smiling down upon you.
And he's probably up there with Brownie right now. They're hanging out together.
The two of them. Because in heaven, once a week, they're like, all right, we need all the brownies over here. And there's like,
can you guys line up? This is too confusing. There's too many of you. It's your grandpa and about 83,000 hamsters.
It's just one dude.
A couple dachshunds.
Yeah, one dude sitting just amongst a ton of animals.
Oh, that sounds awful.
We need all the spots over here, and it's just all Dalmatians. we need all the brownies over here, and it's just 8,000 hamsters, a couple of dogs, and then a man.
Some guy with vitiligo, just like, I didn't choose this, but
at least they can't call me Rhino. Oh, yeah, what a trip. What a trip he was. It makes me think back, because usually when your grandparents are like grandparent age, like they're funny. They get you with zingers and stuff like that, like one-liners. But you never saw like the personality. You never saw the energy that went along with like their sense of humor. So like you figure my sense of humor's got to come from somewhere. I know on my dad's side, my grandfather, my dad's whole side is pretty funny. But wouldn't that have been awesome if my grandfather was like laughing about it, was like, dude, Red, Whitey, I'm going to go change my name to Brownie. And they're like, I bet you won't. And he was like, the F I won't. And then he goes and just illegally changes it. That would be like king of comedy.
Totally. It's amazing. Brownie.
God Brownie Threlkeld. Dude, I don't know if you can see. I'm going to turn my phone here. It's snowing outside.
Are you kidding?
Do you see that?
Barely. You got the thing that blurs the background on.
Oh, do I?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But I can see, it looks like movement.
Well, no.
That's crazy, dude.
It's like swinging.
It's like 70 degrees here.
Let's see if I can get that off of the back. So let's see. Enable background blur. I'm going to take that off.
So clear now, Joe.
I can see clear. Oh, and now I got to reverse this. Oh, okay. So now, can you see?
Oh, yeah, geez.
It's like a blizzard outside.
Yeah.
It's freaking April 1st. It was 62 degrees yesterday. 62 degrees yesterday in Michigan. And now it's snowing. Oh, what a kick in the shaft. What a real shaft kicker.
What a shaft kicker.
Put on your shaft kickers and kick some shaft. Put on your shaft kickers and kick some shaft.
I have no idea what you're referencing.
That would be a House of Pain song.
Oh, is it a real song?
Yeah, but it wasn't shaft kickers. It was another word for poop.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Put on your poop kickers and kick some poop. Put on your kick poopers and kick some poop.
That sounds like
your kick poopers and kick some poop. And then it just got louder, and then it would just whip a young sophomore boy into a frenzy on his way to soccer practice.
Wow. I feel like maybe you and I should make a cover song album where it's like songs that are notorious for swearing or using vulgarities, but making it Christian.
Yes.
Like, put on your poop kickers and kick some poop.
Yeah. Or like NWA songs.
Yes.
No, not NWA. 2 Live Crew.
Darn the police.
No, yay the police.
Yay the police. We don't. The roof is on fire. We don't need any water. Let that gosh darn fricker burn.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
We don't need no water. We'll lay our hands on it and offer our prayers and thoughts. Yeah, we should do that. We should do a Kickstarter project where we do a 7-inch.
Okay.
I think we should be the first, because I don't think there's ever been a podcast that's done this. I think we should do a Kickstarter project, do a commemorative 7-inch vinyl, and then do like the yes song that was done with me and you saying yeah. We could do just commemorative wise the opening, the Pickle and Boot Shop song. Then the yeah song, and then because usually on a 7-inch you get like 2 songs per side maybe, and then on the other side of the 7-inch maybe do 2 originals. You could put the music together, we could throw some lyrics on there and just send it out. It wouldn't be something that would take years and years and years to do. It could be very quick. I think the most that, we wouldn't need huge production value or anything like that. And we simply do a Kickstarter just so we can get the 7 inches pressed and send those suckers out. Sounds very easy. And cash in on that FIF money, that cash cow. I don't know. Has FIF ever done a Kickstarter? I don't know. Yeah, I don't either. I don't know. Does that work? I'm
Kickstarters work?
Yeah,
I think Kickstarter.
I wonder
works.
if FIF should do one. I think you should. Or we could do a split 7-inch with 5-iron. Do you have any hidden tracks or B-sides that you haven't released yet? Can you imagine? This is the problem with 5-iron. Any decision we have to vote on, it would take years for us to come to that decision. You know what I think we do in this situation? The forgiveness is easier than the permission. Oh. And we do it, and then just pay. So when everybody gets a check, well, hey, what's this check for? Why'd you just give me, $800? Mm-hmm. Oh, because a couple of the songs went on a 7-inch compilation. Oh, okay. No one's the wiser. No one's the wiser. They just be like, hey, what's this 7-inch I keep hearing about? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh, we did a compilation thing with the Pickle and Boot Shop. Don't worry about it. Forget about it. Yeah. Yeah. Take a walk. Take a walk. Hey, take all your concerns, turn them sideways, shove it in your ass, and take a walk. Holy cow. Sorry, I think that's the first time I've swore on this show. No, it's not. You swore one other time. Okay. For those keeping score. I am thinking about it. I'm thinking about swearing on this show. I haven't. If you do. If you do. You know who I was surprised that swore on the show was Chris Williams. Yeah. He said the poop word. Yeah. Whoa. Chris is such a good interviewer, man. Yeah, man, that was a good episode you guys did. You know Speaking of good episodes you did, last week's bonus, where you were kind of talking to a very confused member of the OC Supertones about just trying to set the facts straight on their role in various things. But that was really cool. It was cool hearing about Jason and how, he doesn't remember being in the Supertones very much and how much pain they inflicted on us. Yeah. And continue to do so. His relationship with Rebecca St. James. Yeah. He was good. That was good bonus. If you guys are not patronizers of the Pickle and Boot Shop, that's a good reason. It's just to hear that bonus from last week. If anything, what was best was he had to come to me groveling this week. He groveled. Did he? he groveled this week and said, hey, I went to listen, because all he wants to do is listen to himself. That big shot, all he wants to do. I'm in the Supertones. I was in Unashamed. I work for the Seattle Seahawks, all this stuff.
Uh-huh.
I run a mega church. All he wants to do is hear himself blab on about Jason Carson.
Right.
And so he was like, hey, why hasn't this thing posted? And then when he found out that it did post, he was like, now I got to be a Patreon member. And he was like, I don't have time for this. My black card doesn't issue, like he can't do microtransactions with the Supertones black card.
Uh-huh.
So it doesn't allow him to do $5 a month. All his purchases have to be $1,500 or more with that black card. And so,
he could have been a $1,500 patronizer, but he was not into it.
Yeah, totally not. He's like, I'm going to buy more Bitcoin. So, so he was angry. He was dang near hangry that he couldn't listen to himself. And so then he called, well, he didn't call me. His lawyers reached out to me, said that they were very upset.
Right.
Mojo reached out. They were very upset that he couldn't hear himself. And so then I had to pass that threat along to you and have you email him the tracks.
Right. And I'm doing it for our new employers. I'm just trying to stay in their good graces. So,
yeah.
Jason Carson, don't worry, it's on its way.
It's on its way. Did you hear that, Jason? If that is your real name?
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that guy was on the show. His laugh is top 3 laughs of all time. And when I say top 3, I don't want to inflate his head. I don't want to make his head any larger than it already is. And I'm not talking ego. I'm talking physically. His head is the largest head I have ever seen in my life.
Yeah, he has to have hats specially made.
His head is like a barrel, like a whiskey barrel, just a giant head. He probably wears a 9 3/4 baseball hat.
Yeah. I'm worried about his neck. He's going to have to get a cervical collar at some point.
Yeah. It's like a grape on a toothpick. And so, but that guy's laugh is freaking fantastic. And when you make him laugh, and he's such a jovial guy that he laughs at everything.
Yes.
But so when he laughs, you feel like you're the funniest person on the planet because of how hard he's laughing. But then you realize that someone who's not funny can say something and he laughs that hard. So, but what a good dude. Or at least he puts on that face of being a good dude.
Right. Yeah, we got to work this angle and see if we can't get some more dirt on the Supertones from him. Just kind of use him on the inside. Next we'll get him back on the podcast.
I think he can be flipped.
He needs to turn down the gain on his mic because it was like blaring. But that's easy.
He was using Jason, unlike most pastors. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of pastors seem to be very tech savvy. Pastors always have like the latest, like MacBook Air Pro, whatever, iPhones. It's very weird. It's very weird.
iPhone Book Pro, they've got that.
Yeah. It's very weird that in that realm where it's like, hey, let's not go after stuff. Pastors always seem to be very plugged in with the latest technology. And he is not, which I think adds more to his genuineness and likability. I mean, that guy, if there's someone on the planet that doesn't like Jason Carson, I will punch you in the friggin' face.
Yeah.
I will punch you in the friggin' face, man, because you can't not like Jason Carson.
Even despite the fact that he was in
a lowlife,
the Supertones.
Yeah.
But he was also an unashamed.
Yeah. Despite the fact that he's an absolute trashy lowlife, you can't help but love the guy.
Right. You can't.
He's like the lovable loser, like Charlie Chaplin. What was that guy's name? The lovable tramp.
Chaplin.
Charlie Chaplin was the lovable tramp.
The lovable tramp.
I think is the name that they gave him. You know, but he's someone very he's just a good dude. But the thing is, he has, back to the tech thing, he has no tech savvy whatsoever.
Yeah.
It took 40 minutes to get a Skype call through and to figure out what was going on. And he had to use, now mind you, a lot of people, I'm sure if we reached out to our fans and said, hey, would you like to be on the show? I'm sure a lot of people don't have a microphone. And that's what he didn't have. So I'm sure if he would have just talked through his computer mic, it would have sounded better, but he didn't have headphones.
Oh.
So it was either me hearing myself coming through, or he had to wear these gaming headphones of his kids. And he has like 16 kids. So he either had to wear these headphones with that crappy mic, and that's what he had to do. So next time, we're going to talk to him again. We're going to talk to him soon because we didn't get to talk to him long enough and about as much stuff as I wanted to. He had big things to do. He had a baptismal. He had to baptize a bunch of people, and the water was getting cold in the tub. So he had to go do that.
I think that's how you get the salvation in you. The colder it is.
Yeah.
The more Jesus will love you.
Yeah. Now, has anybody ever gone and done something? You know how people get their diploma and they walk across a stage to get their high school diploma and they'll do a cartwheel or they'll do something stupid that they think has never been done before, and then like all their parents in the crowd have been like, we've seen this 100 times. You're nothing special, kid. Do you think anybody's ever done that when it comes to baptisms? Done a cannonball?
I'm sure. I'm positive.
Done a cannonball, showed up in a Speedo.
I have actually done that.
You did a baptismal in a Speedo?
Yeah, well, I baptized people.
In a Speedo?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
No. Okay,
I was like, holy cats.
But I'm open to it. I am open to it.
That's
I am still a
ballsy,
licensed
pun
pastor.
intended. Yeah.
Who's smuggling grapes?
Dang.
That is
dang. I didn't realize there'd be peaches in this baptism. Now, do you think so, listeners? If you know of any crazy stories, and don't do the whole "well, I heard from," don't make it up. If it's something for realsies, let us know on the discussion page. I want to know if people have ever. I mean, think of like if a girl showed up in a two-piece, like a two-piece bathing suit. Guy shows up in a Speedo, someone cannonballs in. I mean, what else? What other things? I even want to know, as far as future pranks, to be able to tell people, what's something that you could think of doing?
One thing is those, what are those black licorice candies, like gummy candies? Black Crows? Is it Black Crows? You get like at the movie theater?
Oh, I don't know.
Stick those all over your face when you go under and then come up and then just scream, leeches! I think that might be a good idea.
Yeah, that would be good.
That would turn people on to the Lord.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or get in and say that you're not feeling well and have a cup of chili in a plastic bag in your pocket. And then get in, say that you're not feeling well, and then when you get in and they're talking and they're going through everything, open the bag of chili in your pocket and shake it a little.
Make sure you're the first one that day. Me going,
let's go first. I do. I'm not feeling well. Can I?
Anybody else want to give their life to the Lord? No. No one? Jeez.
No
we are
one?
striking out.
I mean, you guys all showed up here today. I mean, you're just not going to do it?
Yeah.
And then the pastor's in there with because the pastors usually get in there with they usually have their baptism suit. Mm-hmm. And they'll get in there wearing a suit or something like that.
Uh-huh.
Usually the pastor doesn't go and put on a bathing suit and stuff like that.
Not a Speedo.
Yeah, they just get in there in their suit. They kind of take off their shoes and get in there.
Yeah.
And that would be great to have a chili stain on the suit.
Just at the water level. It's a ring of brown.
Yes. Oily, greasy.
He keeps finding beans in his pocket.
Oh, gross.
Here you go. I've got a Kleenex in here for you, ma'am. I'm so sorry about your loss. Oh, fucking hell. It's full of beans.
Are you kidding me? Oh, that would be hilarious. So, okay. So what other baptism pranks could we pull? And these are the types of things that kids should be doing on TikTok.
Uh-huh.
Not this shooting each other with Orbeez things and hurting people. I'm tired of car videos and motorcycle videos of the bad guys getting away with stuff. Let's turn it more towards fun. And I think baptism pranks is the new thing. That should be the new way to go.
Right. Although we're alienating a lot of our listeners who are Catholic, who believe in the infant baptism, and it's a sacrament. You can't do a prank if it's a sacrament. I think it negates it, and then you can't go to heaven.
Does it, though?
Yeah, I think so. You have to do it a certain way. There was this priest that was saying the thing wrong, and so there was thousands of people this guy had baptized. He was baptizing you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and he was saying Holy Ghost or something.
Really?
I can't remember. So the church said it didn't count.
No wonder so many Catholic kids are little hellions.
Yeah, because they're not saved, apparently.
Yeah, Jesus didn't get into them.
Right.
Now, but here's the thing. It's the heart, right? So the Catholic Church may have said doesn't count, but to those families it counted because it was the heart of it, right?
Well, that's a very Protestant belief. Or if you can read the Bible, that is a belief you would come to. Sorry, Catholics.
Yeah. But are we, though?
There's that old joke that's Protestants are just like Catholics, except they can read.
Denominational zingers. I want to hear more of these on the discussion page too. When I sit down to take a dump and I go on the discussion page, I want to hear more zingers, more denominational zingers.
Yeah.
Well, here back to it. I mean, the Lord created humor. So if you have a little prank, I mean, what's the big deal? What's the big deal?
No, I mean, the concept of having sacraments be your validation before God, that fact that you have to do all these sacraments, that you marriage, that it's a sacrament. Either you get married to a person or to the Lord, as a priest or a nun. That is important in Catholicism. You have to be baptized. You have to go through confirmation.
Catechism.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you have to complete these things. They're salvific, like to become saved.
What?
To be
salvific.
It's part of your salvation.
Salvific. I've never even heard of that.
That's
it's
the
like
adjective
terrific
form
and salvation,
of salvation
together. If you have terrific salvation, you're salvific.
Yeah. But like, and I don't think all Catholics believe this, but I do think that's like the official position of the church, which is it's a bummer for me as a Protestant, because I feel like, like what I believe is freeing. There's nothing you have to do. There's nothing you can do for your own salvation.
Right.
Right. You believe, and that's a gift from the Lord,
Yeah.
and sometimes you believe more than you don't, and sometimes you're having trouble with it. But like I believe it's a gift from the Lord, because it keeps coming back. It just I don't know. I don't think that biblically you can say like these things are required for salvation. The Catholic Church has done a lot to undo the damage that papal edicts have put out. Like historically, popes have been like, yes, you'll go to purgatory if you don't if you don't have these sacraments, then your rich family members can pay to get you out of purgatory. And so they had these things called papal indulgences, where people could pay to get their family out of this make-believe place called purgatory. I would love to think that God like created this lineage of church leaders from Peter on, and that he was speaking directly to them. I would love to believe that happened, but so much of the things that popes said were not biblical. Like, they didn't line up with Scripture, like papal indulgences or sacraments required for your salvation. It just doesn't line up. And
or as Dogma, the movie Dogma showed us, people could just walk through an arch and be forgiven.
Well, I mean, basically, biblically, you can break it down to just you believe that Jesus is like the interceder, that he has gone between you and God, that his sacrifice meets all Levitical law, that his life and sacrifice, and then you believe that and you have salvation. I would like to think that, and here's where I'm going to stray from most of the church. I don't know if I believe this. It's wishful thinking. But there is no verse that says it has to be while you are in your body, that your soul hopefully gets a chance to see Jesus and see, like God in reality, and is able to accept that and believe after you die. Not just on earth.
That's an interesting concept.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, one of the things that kind of has stuck with me is I read this book called Evidence of an Afterlife.
I'm listening. I'm grabbing another coffee.
Okay. I don't know if I talked about this before on the pod. I think I did once. Kind of briefly went over it, but I read this book by this doctor that had died. He had like a near-death experience on an operating table, or he was in a car accident. I can't remember. This guy was a physician, and he had one of these experiences where he was clinically dead, and then they put the paddles on him and brought him back to life, and he had that kind of cliche experience where there was a tunnel and a light at the end, and he went, and he saw like what he thought was an angel or like a benevolent being led him, like showed him himself on the operating table, took him to a place where he felt like he had complete comfort, like he felt peace like he had never felt in his life. Okay. He said he saw, like he could see 360 degrees and above him and below him at the same time, and perceive feelings of people that were in the operating room. He could feel their feelings and kind of think what they were thinking. He felt all that, was taken to this place, had a review of his life where he just saw his entire life. And the main point of it was like, here is where you hurt people. Do you see this? And he was kind of given a point to feel remorse of that, and then given the chance to like go with that benevolent being or not, like to feel that remorse and go or not. So he was like, this is crazy, talking to people after he had come back and been with life, and describing like, hey doctor, I saw you do this in the operating room. Do you remember, turning, washing your hands, changing gloves before you put on the paddles, you did this. And so it was right at the beginning of the internet in the 90s. And he was like, I want to do more research on this. Started a group and a website. I'll have to look it up and see if I can put it in the show notes. But like, he wanted to do like a scientific study, because there's enough anecdotal stories of people saying, yeah, don't go into the light, Carol Ann, or like, we had this happened to people, where there's like enough science and like papers written where scientists are like, no, it's just the way your brain shuts down. When you die, it's just your neurons shutting off, and it makes it look like you're in a tunnel, or there's a light at the end, or you see your grandparents or whatever. But this dude has thousands, like tens of thousands of people have answered these questions and said, yes, this happened to me. I had a near-death experience. I saw this same thing. There's so much evidence for it that when people die, they see this thing. And now they're doing new tests where like, it's in the UK, and like when people are getting surgery done and they agree to it, they'll put a thing in front of their eyes, like a board, whatever this piece of material is, and it's got symbols on it that they could see if they woke up, and then symbols on the other side that they can't see, so that they can interview anybody that has one of these experiences where they clinically die and are brought back, and they can be like, yeah, on the other side there's a triangle, a star, a unicorn, and five.
Like the beginning of Ghostbusters.
Yeah, but so that like they have empirical evidence to be like, there's no way that person could see this unless they were outside of their body. But there's insane stories where like people would be like, they'd come back, they'd be like, yeah, I went outside of the hospital, and I went out and I saw, I got led out there by my grandma, and the doctors be like, okay, that's funny. And they're like, no, after I died, you went down the hall and you checked on somebody in room 232. And then one of the things I saw was there's a shoe outside on the ledge on the third floor. It's right above this room, or right above the operating room. And they'd go in and they'd be like, holy fuck, there is a shoe outside. So like, it's a great book. It really has kind of reinforced to me this idea that all these people had similar situations where they died, they gained all this kind of, like, they left their body, they could feel everything, they felt perfect peace. Someone they knew, or some like benevolent being, like an angel, or Jesus, or Mary, or the grandparents, like they saw these people, they took them somewhere where they felt this peace and there was a lot of light, and they were given a life review. This is your life. And mostly the point of it was to see where they had hurt people. Not to be like, here's where you sinned, here's where you fucked up. Here's what hurt people that you did. And they saw it and kind of felt that pain that they had caused. And were able to just feel that they had done wrong. Like in the way that they, like from the other person's perspective, their entire life. And some of these people were dead for like 30 seconds and reported the same thing. You know, they saw their entire life. And then repented, felt like, oh, this is awful. I feel awful about it. And then this being was like, either, hey, your story's not over, you're not done, you got to go back, or gave them a choice. Do you want to stay with me? You want to go with Grandpa? Or do you want to go back and take care of your kids? Pretty incredible. So for me, that has kind of influenced my theology in that I hope that is true, and I hope that people that just did not know Christ in this world or did not know God are able to. Or if I'm wrong, you know, like that's the right way. Everybody gets in. I don't know. I mean, like, it kind of messes my, just my perception of hell and what it would be. There's a lot of theology now, a lot of deconstructionist theology where they take that away and they don't believe in hell at all. And I think that may be wishful thinking. I think that if you believe that God is real and he's all powerful, or at least powerful enough to create the universe, or at least the world, and like he's powerful enough to kind of influence what books we picked and what words went into Scripture. And, you know, the Christian Scripture of the Bible seems to be, of all, I think, religions, it seems to me to be the thing that lines up the most, that it is most verifiable. That like all the prophecies that were made about Christ 200 years to 1,000 years before he was born, you know, there's well, I think like over 400 prophecies that came true in the character of Christ. And there's enough like early manuscripts of the Bible that like way more than Shakespeare, like where it's undeniable, where they're like, I think this is true. But for me, it's just this belief that like if God is real and he made all this, he is that powerful and loves us, why wouldn't these words be given to us? Like, why wouldn't he try and talk to his beloved? And I don't think it's easy to find the answers in Scripture. Sometimes it's difficult, and sometimes it's very difficult to find out what God wants from you or what the answers are. But like going back to what I was saying about hell, like there's a lot of stuff talking about how there's like a lake of fire reserved for these enemies of God. And I do think that it is possible that there are people that are so wicked and so full of hate that they would go through that life review and just be like, fuck this, I hate you. Like, I think that exists.
Yeah.
Somebody's soul is that corrupt that they would just have to be separated from God.
Yeah.
And I think like the idea of a lake of fire is probably metaphorical. C.S. Lewis believed that hell was just this existence where you would be cut off from God.
Right. That's what I believe too. So like I don't think that like when you die you go and you sit on a rock next to a lake of fire and there's like little devils around you with pitchforks and stuff like that. Like I believe that wherever you go for eternity, so if I'm going to heaven for eternity and I'm with my Lord, and I'm with that. I think the opposite, that you go somewhere and you're just void of that love, void of that hope, void of that warmth. And what would scare the bejeebus out of me is experiencing that here on earth and knowing the feelings that I felt of hopelessness and being lost and being unloved and all of that, going through divorce and all of that, and have that amplified and multiplied because I wouldn't be able to tell myself, like, this is for a season. Like, eventually the hurt's going to go away. Eventually, hopefully I find somebody else or move on to the next venture in my life, and, whatever the case may be. And there's hope. That's hope in this world. And there's hope in all of that. But to be somewhere where that hope is gone and that desolation, and to just continue going, on this line of thinking, like people who suffer from depression, so that depression, that hopelessness, that whatever, and then and knowing that's never going away. That feeling of just separation of God and no joy. And that's kind of how I think hell is. I don't think my brain doesn't go to what would be around you. Like, my brain doesn't go to the setting, put it that way. So, like, if it was a play, I don't know what the setting is going to be. I don't know if you're just going to be sitting on a rock, if you're going to be sitting in a lake of fire. I don't know what the setting is. I don't know if you're going to be able to look up and see those in heaven. And you know what I mean? Like, where that's that in the Bible, where you can look down and, or look up and see what's up. I don't know about any of that. But all I do know is the personal feeling, I believe, of what hell is. And that is just that complete hopelessness and separation that, again, I feel like at times in my life I've experienced a little bit of that. And to think if it could be worse than that, there is no way I ever want to feel that way again in my life. There's no way I want to experience that tenfold of what I have experienced. Screw that.
Yeah.
And I'm not a Christian because of that. Like, I'm not scared into following Christ. Like, that's not it at all. I'm glad I believe. I know what I believe. I believe what I believe because it's the truth. But to me, knowing that truth and then also believing this is what I think hell is. I think there's that dude, that pastor from Michigan, who came out with a book like a decade ago that kind of said, like, I don't think there is such a place as hell. And people went bananas.
Yeah.
And people just went nuts about it and thought, this guy's lost his mind. And it's like, no, he hasn't lost his mind. He just doesn't, just like I kind of said, the setting doesn't count. It's the
concept.
The concept. And if that's, you continue living on earth, you live on earth, and I don't know how it's going to go. I really don't. I don't know how heaven's going to go. But all I know is that I believe that whatever I'm going to feel inside will just be of the most amazing light and hope and all of that stuff, just love and warmth for the rest of my life, for the rest of eternity. And then the opposite would be the complete opposite, just done.
Yeah. I think the problem with this not believing is in hell is a lot of it stems from anger and just hurt from the church for 2,000 years using the concept of hell to to scare people into believing.
Yeah.
Which is not a biblical reason to believe. Like, that is not Jesus Christ. He did not do that. He did not scare people into believing in him. He
Right.
served people and loved them. And that is Christ. Like, no one should be scared into believing Jesus, because like what he offers is love. He offers being your brother and your father, and like familial love, being in a family and being loved unconditionally, being loved despite all your many flaws, despite that, like not asking anything of you, that you don't have to do anything or be anything. You cannot be good enough to gain the love of Christ. It is given to you freely. That is what is offered. Not just that, but this friendship that I don't think I could live without. I'm going to tell you this with the caveat that an hour before we got on the podcast, I was telling God to fuck off, like screaming it, so angry. I'm so pissed at God right now. I'm pissed because my dad is in the hospital, that he may not live, that my mom just died. I just buried my daughter's hamster, which sounds so trivial and stupid, but I fucking love that little thing. So sad. And I'm being divorced. I'm being attacked by this stalker who is, like harassing all our fans, all this shit. But like, it's okay. I know that God loves me because I can scream, fuck off, I hate you, and he's still there. That is what God offers. That is love. And I know that it is easy, I think, to look at the world and just say, then why is there pain? Why is there suffering? I think that way of looking at life is flawed, because you're only looking at this 80-year, 90-year span of time that we have on this earth, where we experience physical and emotional pain. And if that is all there is, then God is a monster. But that is not it. We are told that we are eternal souls, that our souls will go on living forever, either separated from God or with God. So for me, like, just pain is temporary. Pain isn't even real. It's a response to stimulus. It is something that is attached to these animal bodies that our souls are in, that warns us of danger. Physical pain, emotional pain passes. The things that scar us, the things that give us PTSD, the reason is because you see something happen that fucks with you spiritually. You see somebody get killed, or you see something horrific, or you're abandoned. Somebody leaves you, something terrible happens, you're abused, sexually or physically or mentally. These things leave scars because they are counter to what your soul is made for, which is to know the perfect love of God. And then we tend to hurt each other because we're hurt. But I think that, like, one day that will be erased, that you will see where you have hurt people and be able to feel sorry for it and be forgiven, and know that perfect peace with God. Right now, I can tell you that the thing that gives me the most joy is that love, whether I experience it through other people or through moments or through God, just knowing that peace and knowing that friendship and just knowing that I am abandoned by almost everything and everyone in this world, or that I will be. All the people I love, I will abandon or they will abandon me, but God will not. That Jesus, it says that he sticks closer than a brother, and he will not. That he is your friend, and if that is the only sacrament that is required of us, that we know and love and are loved by Jesus, that's awesome.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Well,
Yeah.
let's do this. Let's bring this deep conversation. No, that's good. I think it's what our listeners love hearing because it's what's discussed a lot. Let's bring this to an end. Oh, my dog decided to wake up.
Oh, good.
Yeah, good old Grim. Well, that's it, man. I got to get going.
All right.
I'm a little bit late on doing what I got to do next. So,
shovel. You got to go out there and shovel.
Yeah. So, Pickle Peeps, thank you so much. We gave you an extra, I think we did about 2 hours here for the freebies. And then me and you are going to get together, Sunday morning and knock something out for the patronizers.
Yes, we are.
All right, cool. Well, I love you, brother.
Love you guys.
I'll talk to you later.
Love you, Joe.
See you.
Peace of pizza.
For more shows like this one, visit rockcandyrecordings.com.
Okay. Joseph?
Hello?
Pickle?
Pickle?
Come to Florida.
Are you there?
Come to Florida.
I cannot hear you.
Oh, no. Pickle.
I cannot hear you.
Pickle.
Pickle, now I hear you.
Come to Florida, Pickle.
Pickle,
Joseph.
are you washing your ass?
You wash your butthole.
You need to wash your ass, Pickle.
Pickle.
Don't get stinky underwear.
What's up? Where are you now?
I'm at Heidi's.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I need to figure out quick why my ain't coming through my beats here. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, it says it's connected on my beats, but I don't hear you.
Is it BEETS? Because that would explain it.
Yeah, that is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I had it set to the vegetable.
Yeah. Well. What? Oh, fuck. I just hung up on Joe. I just hung up on Joe! I hung up on you. I didn't mean to. Yeah. Oh, shit. Hey, yo. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I hung up on you by accident. We're doing great. We're batting 1,000 this morning.
Yeah, we should be recording all this.
I just started recording it. Yeah, man, this is gonna be historic.
This is going to be gold, Jeremy. Gold.
Jolt, Gary.
I don't know why my beats are not connecting to the phone. I got to figure this out here. Or else you're going to be coming through the computer and you're going to be able to hear yourself.
I hear you very loud.
Oh, there.
Hey!
Whatever I just did worked.
Say that again.
Eureka! Whatever I just did worked.
Joe, this is amazing. You're like in panoramic view.
Is it? You like it?
Yeah,
in Heidi's kitchen.
But however you set your camera, it's like better. I see it's just like, whoa, Joe.
Oh, I haven't done anything different other than where I'm sitting. Because of the setup here, I'm able to. Oh, let me pull this in. Yeah. So where I'm sitting here, I'm able to back up a bit, or I was backed up a bit. Whereas normally, in my normal sitting, I'm like this.
Maybe
So
that's.
I think that's the reasoning.
Well, this is good.
I think that's the reason for the season. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I've been. Do we want to clap?
Oh yeah, we got to do that.
Do you want the clap?
We got to do that bullshit. Yeah, I want the clap. 3, 2, 1.